Morning, everybody. Jason, Hollis Farms. It's midday. This is after the hunt I had with Sissy, and Cody caught his first one. I come down to do a little deer feeding. Kind of still low 40s to mid 40s, cold, winds picking up. Not the best day to really hunt all day, but I grabbed my stuff, jumped on the golf cart, and I'm just going to ease around for, I don't know, a few hours, 3 or 4 hours, whatever, and do more scouting and looking. Might get lucky, who knows, and see what we might can see. Just ready for it to warm up a little bit. I hate to say that and then it get up to 90, but it's cold, and I think it's supposed to get down to 23 tonight. Alright, just kind of easing around, looking. Hadn't even called yet, the wind's so high. I'm gonna turn y'all around and show y'all some of this burn, how green it is. That look good, don't it? Man, it's gonna grow up in some good stuff right there. That is a mangy coyote. I was trying to get a shot at him, but he got downwind of me. Awful looking. Just sitting here on the buggy. 4 more Super Jakes. It's gonna be a rough season. I've seen it like this before. It'll be good next year. Gonna be tough this year. Them sunguns' heads is blood red, up and down through here, just looking for a fight. That's all they do. Alright, y'all, so all I saw was that old mangy coyote. Couldn't get a shot at him, and then them 4 jakes. Kind of looked around a little bit more. Come out. Boy, it's still cold, windy, kind of cloudy, sun in and out. I was kind of coming back to see what Cody and Sissy might want to do. So I text them, ended up calling Sissy. They was getting ready. They finna go. They headed out now, probably already headed to where they're going for the afternoon by themselves. So that sounds good. I'm gonna ease on back, and I think I may slip around and look around some spots I hadn't been, and maybe we get lucky. I don't know. I hope they get one. I'd rather them get one. Sissy needs one. So yeah, we'll be pulling for them and hope they get one this afternoon. Alright, so I just decided to come in here. Pretty place in this hardwood. Just sit down, call for a little bit. Not too far from Sissy and Cody. Plenty far enough not to bother them, but plenty close enough to hear them if they shoot. So just wanted to be here close if they got one. We might get lucky too. Alright, so Sissy and Cody text me. Said they didn't have any action. They on their way out. So I said I'm gonna meet them. I'm on my way out. Go get us something to eat. I think it's supposed to get down in the 20s tonight, but be clear. Maybe the wind will lay. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Alright, y'all. It's about 30 degrees this morning. It's really just about fly down time, and I ain't heard nothing yet. And I know there's turkeys right here within hearing distance. They may be froze to a limb, I don't know. Maybe they'll cranked up here in a little bit. Golly, the cold. I got a hen crunk up a while ago. I thought she was gonna come right in and maybe have a long beard with her, but I don't know what she did. I know I about wish I was in a blind with a heater. It's cold. Man, it's cold. It is still in the 30s. Had my heated vest on this morning. I got her turned off right now. Heated vest, hot hands, my toes are cold. Still 30 something degrees. Wind blowing, sun's out at least. Ate me a little breakfast. I've been sitting here warming actually for a little while. Looking at TikTok and stuff. Whew. So, I parked the buggy, plugged it up. Didn't hardly use no juice this morning. I am liking that thing, but I'm in the Lexus. I'm finna ease around and park and walk up and look at some fields and just see. I ain't heard a turkey gobble. I mean, coming a thunderstorm the other day and heard one. I don't know what is up unless they just, excuse me, froze. Heard that hen. I thought surely she had one with her. I don't know. I thought she was coming, but I don't know. I just don't know. One of them days. We're gonna keep after it for a little while though. Alright y'all, it is, I think it was 24 degrees when I got out of the truck. Whew, I just come on down here. About to get cold. Just getting there. I come on down here and got in this blind. And I did crunk a heater up too. I got it going. My hands done got cold. But I'm fixing to get out. As soon as my hands get warm, it's crows starting to holler. Let's see what we can hear. If one's close enough, I guess we'll stay right here. But if they're too far, we may have to get on and go after them. But whew, I'd love for one to be close because it's cold. Alright y'all, there's one behind me gobbling. He's a pretty good piece, but he's not just too far. I think I'm gonna sit right here just for a little while. As cold as it is, golly, it's cold. Let this thing kind of play out. Fogging up, ain't it? I'll fix that in a minute. I'm gonna get these windows open where I can hear. There's liable to be one close and he just ain't gobbling. Yeah, I'm telling you. This may be the coldest I ever turkey hunted. Alright, so I was getting ready to go start calling to this turkey. And I believe the coyote's howling was right by the tree he was in, so he's kind of gotten quiet. I'm going to give it just a little bit to settle back down. See if he'll crank back up on his own. If he don't, we'll start calling.
Alright, y'all, that might have been the coldest morning I've ever turkey hunted. I think it was 24, 25, and heck, it's almost 12 now and it's still 40. Did hear one gobble, saw 3 hens. I was fixing to get down out of the blind and go to him. Coyote's got to holler, and sounded like it was right up under the tree he was in, and shut him up for a little while. I just sat there. I wanted to be by that heater anyway. And he got to gobbling a little bit later, right before them hens came out, and I thought he was going to be right with them, but he wasn't. So I got down and slipped around, tried to strike him back up, but I couldn't. It's just kind of goofy right now. I'm talking to a few folks. Some places gobbling okay. I think it seemed like the youth season and kind of right before and there when we was hunting with Cody, like it was on, and I thought, boy, it's gonna be early this year, but I think this weather and a little bit's kind of slowed things down, and we got a jake problem too. I say a problem, it's a good problem, but it makes it tough. I've had it like this before, boy. It's tricky. Them longbeards get quiet. They don't come out and strut in some of the places they normally do, because them jakes is just marching up and down through there looking for a fight. But it sure makes it nice for the next year. I've had this problem several times before and got a lot of turkeys, habitat right and all that stuff. You'll get these problems, but good problem to have. Just kind of got to change tactics just a little bit, but we're gonna be all right.
early. I was kind of in a bind where I was sitting. I saw him fly down. I thought he was by himself right before he flew down. I heard a Jake try to gobble. He was in there with him. So I thought I was going to still be alright. They got kind of quiet when they got on the ground. I don't know what all I got on film. I couldn't hardly move. I was sitting on the side of a hill in a bind. But I think I got a little bit of it. But they come around that ridge, and that Jake had got in front of him. He was the looker. And he come in there and couldn't see no hen. I could see the long beard up there strutting. But then that hen flew in a tree behind me. I think I got her on video. And she come around there and went right to him. And I think they quit gobbling, but I'm going to come out here on the road and try to loop around him. If I can get him to gobble again, I'll fool with him. If I won't, I'll leave him alone. Boy, he was hammering it on the limb, though. Early. That's about as close as you can get not getting. He probably got to about, he was just dang near in range. He was about, I don't know, 70 yards. I couldn't swing or nothing. He needed, if he'd have rolled off that hill. I don't know if I'd have got the camera on, but we'd have, I got stiff. I was, had my heels dug in the ground. I had snuck in there pretty close. And boy, I am cramping right now. Alright, so it's low 30s this morning. I thought the sun was going to break out, and it did a little bit right at daylight when he was gobbling. Man, he gobbled good in the tree. Didn't gobble, but maybe, I don't think he gobbled on the ground until he got right in there on top of us. Done got kind of cloudy. I just don't want to. If I try to get in there too tight on him, I'm probably going to bump him. It's too open where he's at. So I marked on my map. I know I could remember, but I marked on the map right where he was roosted. I think I'll come back in the morning. I'm going to go past him. Because I've heard him a time or two, and I know he hadn't been going this way. So he's drifting that way in the morning. He come over that ridge and strutted. Little finger ridge that runs off in that bottom. That Jake, and they couldn't see nothing down in there and had no decoy or nothing, so. And then that hen come bebopping down through there. Right to them, and they left. They probably ain't went far, but I'd bump them if I got in there, I think. We ain't that desperate yet. We just gonna keep playing it. Alright, y'all, so I decided to slip around, do some scouting, a little calling. I had been calling a little bit, just kind of easing down this road. And I stopped for a second, and a big old bobcat crossed the road. So I just stood there another minute. Long road, and on past it, I saw a turkey. So I just stood there a second and eased over and sat down. And just kind of started calling. Playing, practicing, whatever. After a while, kind of got bored. And I just said, I'm going to sit here a few more minutes. And that son of a gun, I think the turkey I saw was a hen that I got on video. That son of a gun hammered. And my camera fall. That son of a gun, hammered. I got my gun ready. I thought he was fixing to walk right over me. He was close, but I never saw him. I feel like he got a bunch of hens thick in there and just kind of drifted off to, a little bit and called to see if I'd come in there, but he didn't come. But that was fun. We're gonna get one. Y'all just hang in there with me.
Alright, so that turkey I just videoed, I eased up on him after I videoed him through the windshield. I know it's hard to see, but that is a doggone Jake. I'm 99.9% sure. I had to really slow the video down, and he was born or hatched out so early. I've seen this before. It makes it tough. You'll mess up. You want to holler they got the beard right, but that thing, and I want to see him again where I'm sitting there and watching, but I'm 99.9% sure the middle feathers or whatever, tail feathers on his fan are just bare. I mean, it's hard. I slowed it down, and I saw it with my binoculars before I got the camera out. This thing was hatched out so early. He is just almost a 2-year-old. We're going to have to be super careful because I know that joker gobbled. He was with about 12 hens. He's the only male turkey. These dang super jakes. That was a super jake. When I got up there, his old beard was sticking out, and it don't look like one with the beard right. I'd like to get him up close and see if he's got any spurs. I've been doing that. I did that with Cece the other day, zoomed in looking for spurs just in case they got the beard right. Golly, that was a big old turkey, and when I kind of eased up that head, son, he's you want to call him a pretty dominant bird, big bird. It's gonna have to be super careful this year because I guarantee you, I wasn't close enough to hear that turkey gobble this morning, but I guarantee you he was gobbling. So the super jakes are taking over. That joker was with about 12 hens, and I know there's longbeards around. I mean, the turkey I got on a while ago, I know him. He's got about 8 or 10 hens with him, and then the one was on at daylight this morning. He was with a jake, and then that hen come in behind me and flew down to him. I guess they're just, I can see it with 4 or 5 of them, but I don't know. I'm trying to remember if I've ever seen, I know I've seen it late season, but I don't know if I've ever seen a jake this early with a group of hens like they're his hens, like there ain't a long beard around, but I know better than that. Boy, it's something we got to be careful. And by golly, the hardest part is you go in for daylight and get set up and mess around. It's fun, but you spend the morning calling up jakes, and I thought I'd messed up this morning when when one turkey flew down. I couldn't tell which one or what it was. I thought it was just one turkey there, and then that old jake gobbled. I said, "Dadgum, I'm fooling with a jake," but this turkey the gobbler was already on the ground, and when they come up there, I saw his fan and his beard. He was a grown turkey. But golly, why ain't that long beard with it? I don't know. They just super aggressive. It's a super problem to have because it will be on like Donkey Kong next year. But right now, the super jakes is taking over. Alright, y'all, so I wanted to upload this video. I hadn't done one in a couple of days. Not just a ton of action, but a little bit of action here and there. And it should get better. Weather's fixing to break a little bit, I believe, and it'll help things a little bit. But anyway, it's still early, but little action, little updates. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.